This past weekend on Showtime, Romero took the WBA super lightweight title with a ninth round stoppage over Ismael Barroso. But
Very questionable.
yeah, before we get into it, we're all takes no whiffs. I'm Christian, that's Alex, and yeah, I can't believe. Oh my god, this really just happened this past weekend. Raleigh's a world champion now. I guess if we want to start off on positives.
Yeah, I mean, he's a world champion, but like this is
At what
one of the
cost?
most controversial things like world championships I've ever seen, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because
most.
first off, guy dominated in the fight pretty much. I wouldn't say dominated, but definitely was losing. Was losing on all three scorecards when he went down, and also went down in the third round. I mean, honestly, Raleigh just didn't really look that good in this fight, to be honest.
He didn't look good. He got knocked down. The knockdown he got was not a knockdown, and then he got the worst
Push
stoppage of
down.
all time. Yeah, it was literally a push down, like multiple attempts of pushing Barroso down, and it just didn't. Oh my god, that whole thing. Tony Weeks had to
What
get
was
some
he looking
crazy
at?
money because it's like I saw something. Tony Weeks, you remember Badu Jack against Marquise Brown?
Yeah,
Like he let that fight go all 12.
which makes no sense.
He let that fight go all 12. And then the thing that really got me upset was the exchange that between Raleigh and Barroso that where Tony Weeks called the stoppage. Barroso just caught Raleigh with two right hands.
hmm
Raleigh didn't really even touch him with anything like that. He was just throwing back at him.
Kind
And
of missed on everything.
yeah, and then Tony Weeks steps in like dog, it was a fix. Like I hate to say it, I hate this part of boxing. I hate acknowledging it. It was a fix. That ninth round TKO for Raleigh Romero, that was in the books before they even walked out in the ring. Like I hate to call it out, but there was just too much self interest for the promotional company and just the business side of boxing to have Raleigh win this fight. Honestly,
And even when both fighters after the fight say the fight should have just continued too, like I mean that's a bad sign too. I mean, I don't even know really what more to get into with all that, to be honest, because I mean it kind of just takes away from Raleigh becoming a world champion, because that's kind of what I
mm-hmm.
really just wanted to talk about.
Yeah, same. Honestly, if he deserved it and earned it as he should have, I would have been it would have been dope talking about Raleigh as a world champion. But honestly, this was a huge opportunity for Barroso, 40-year-old on his way out. To be honest, this is right here.
Robbed.
Yeah, to set himself up. To be honest, like him getting a world title, potentially being able to fight a big name in boxing, get a big draw in his next fight. That could have set him up for and his family up for years, to be honest, but not. Instead, uh, Showtime and PBC wanted Raleigh to win this, so and he immediately calls out Ryan Garcia after the fight. That's the thing. It's plain and simple. To be honest, they're just looking for the money fights. And Raleigh versus Ryan.
That's gonna
It's a
bring in a
money
lot
fight.
of money.
Even though if you think about it, that'd be a clown ass fight. To be honest, like that,
Yeah,
like
both
skill
guys just
wise,
lost the tank.
yeah, not. And then it's like skill wise, it's not gonna be like that. Like
hmm
honestly, I'd probably favor Ryan in that fight.
I definitely would, after, especially after this past fight with Raleigh. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, I mean, like I said, like Raleigh just did not look good in this fight.
nah. Like Raleigh's he's more of a character in boxing. Like I'm not even mad at Raleigh directly about this. It's
Not at
just the
all.
sport of boxing. Because it's like you said, like he said after the fight, he thought the fight should have kept going. Respect for acknowledging that, but still, man, like it's just no. That what happened this past weekend on Showtime was just unacceptable. Raleigh, honestly, they should he should actively be a part of the petition to take that title from him
Take the
and
title for
and then
himself.
just run it back. To be honest with you, I think it literally deserves to go under investigation to that way because there's not much to investigate. It's just plain and simple and open a case for it. I think if there's people who aren't in these people's pockets involved in it, they might say like, yeah, this is corrupt. We got to run this back, but it's not going to happen because it's boxing.
Yeah, it's very true. But kind of move on. That's in the past now. Let's kind of look in the
Yeah.
future. So we kind of mentioned already one person we think Raleigh should fight next, but who else do you think, other than Ryan Garcia, he could fight?
See, the thing is, there's names at 140, and there's names that can see that this is probably easy money for a world title for them. So, I mean, obviously you got T.O. and Josh Taylor there in a matchup that's coming up. Ryan's moving up to 140. I could see that. I can see Tank wanting to rematch Raleigh just to take a title to get a real world title at 140. That'd be funny to me, but honestly, there's not anybody I want to see Raleigh fight next, as in like I want to genuinely see what's next for Raleigh because Raleigh's just not that good to me. Like basically, any of the of the relevant names at 140 that see him as an opportunity, I think that's something that could happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat. I mean, he's a world champion now. I mean, that's good for him. But
Yeah,
like, I don't even really know what to say anymore, to be honest. I mean, Raleigh, you're a world champion. Congratulations. It's
I feel bad for Barroso. That's what I can
yeah,
honestly say.
yeah. I honestly do feel bad for him. Honestly, the look on his face after the fight too, like it was like, why was this fight even stopped? Like this was just robbed. I was robbed. This fight was taken from me. A world title was taken from me. I mean, you never know what could have happened. I mean, the last 4 rounds right there could have gone in Raleigh's favor, and he could have came back on the scorecards.
Yeah, that's true, but then it's like you just take away that what if Barroso pulled it off, and that's just that's a beautiful part of the sport. Things like that the corruption just takes away from.
Oh yeah, and nothing we can do about it now, honestly. So just got to look forward. Hopefully, Barroso maybe he'll continue fighting still. I mean, we know Romero is going to keep fighting. We know Raleigh's going to continue being a character.
Yeah, he's going to continue being a name in boxing. I guess I'm looking forward to seeing what's to come with Raleigh, but it's just it leaves a really bad taste in my mouth what just happened. But if you guys are looking forward to seeing what's next for Raleigh, or just if you got things that you want to get off your chest about this card, like we did, go ahead and leave some comments down below, and go ahead and subscribe if you want to see us discuss what's next for Raleigh when they announce what's next for him. And yeah, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what's next for Raleigh and this whole fiasco. But until then, peace.
Peace.